Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first Authors Clinic. I'm so excited that I can share this moment with you. The Author Clinic is something that I have desired to have as an author, and it's a space where I can share with fellow authors and we can help each other. I think one of the hardest parts, not of writing a book, but of doing what comes next after writing a book, is having that community. Is having a community of people that you can talk to or you can mirror your things with. And I think what I want to do with this Authors Clinic is just to do it regarding our books. I found also when I wrote my book that the hardest thing was trying to get testimonies or get people to give me their impressions of the cover or of things that I was doing. So I hope that if we build this Authors Clinic and what I call an Authors Web, we can help each other to do this. This is the most interesting thing that I found the other day. I was checking in Wikipedia, what is an author? And it was really exciting because author is not a person that writes books, but it's also the person that creates different things. The Cambridge Dictionary, a person who begins to create something. And something does not have to be a book. You can create a blog and you're an author of that blog. You can create articles to send to different universities, clinics. You can even start social media channel or YouTube channel, and then you become an author at that time. So this is a space to learn and to discover the author that is inside of each of you. And for many people, if you already have a book, if you never thought of writing a book, or if you know that you have a book inside of you and it's ready to pop out, but you don't know how to do it, or some people started a long time ago or a few months ago to write a book, but they're stuck. They don't know where to go. I hope this Authors Clinic is good for you. The most important thing for me is to learn how to write a book that will make a difference in the world. So if good people start writing good books, the world is going to be amazing for the next generations. So what I'm trying to do with the Authors Clinic is I really want to see who wants to explore the possibility of writing their book in Spanish. So that makes a huge difference because then our programs can be tailored to people in Spanish or in English that are two different markets. The translation from a book, if you write it in English and you do the translation to Spanish, there's going to be a lot of things that have to be adapted. So probably the best way is write it in one language and then adapt it to the other language, whatever people feel comfortable with. And then my idea is to present everything about our Authors Web and what you can do to write, to market, and to bring your book to life. So this is a space to bring your questions and to start the process of writing together. So I'm creating an Authors Web. And it goes linked with my two Instagrams, the I Am Tripolar book, which is the Instagram in English for all the English speakers, and another one that is called Soy Tripolar-Hispano. That is where I will focus once my book is adapted to Spanish and I can publish it. That is my mother tongue. So we live in a world full of possibilities. For me, the greatest discovery on October of last year when I traveled with my publisher to Cyprus was that the world is much bigger than I thought. I live in Canada, I've lived in Colombia, but there's a whole world there that is waiting for you to launch your book and to read it. And it's a world really full of possibilities because you don't only have to print a book. Now you can have a digital book. You can have a PDF. There's so many ways to get to people and to get your book. So that is one of the most interesting learnings of my life. And that's why I have this broad vision that with an Authors Web, we can really reach all the world. Why is it important to have someone to help you? What I found is when I started writing, what came out in the book was not what I thought that was coming out. What I thought I was going to write is completely different from the result book. So my publisher has been a great guide, and every single step of the process I've been walked through, accompanied with his book angels, and it has been great. But to get to that point where I can go there and have all my pre-publishing was, I don't want to say a nightmare, but was a long, long rocky road. And the rocky road was I was discovering things as I was walking, and then some things didn't go right, so I had to go back. So why do I want to be a guide to write your book? I want to help you to jump to the hurdles that I did, to just go from the beginning till the process of pre-publishing, not in an easy way, but in an easier way, maybe getting some guidance. So your own learning curve is really optimized and you can get that book faster to the world. Another thing that really, really was motivational for me is winning an award about my book. My book, I'm Not Bipolar, I Am Tripolar, A Journey of Self-Discovery and Self-Acceptance, is not a memoir. It is a self-help book. I came to understand that what I had written in the book is the methodology that I had used for more than 18 years to keep myself functional, to manage my mood swings as a bipolar patient that has been diagnosed, and at the same time, to live a life worth living. Going through the ups and downs of my bipolar made me learn so many things, but at the same time, it changed so much my relationships with many people that it hurts. So I want to teach people and help them to write a book that is a treasure to you, that is a book that you're never going to regret writing, but at the same time, that you can help others who are going through the same situation that you are. So let's dive into what is an author's web. So an author's web has 4 objectives. The first one is its authors expanding their horizons. And there's so much we have inside of us that sometimes we can't even see it. Many people, when I was struggling, trying to write a book and I didn't know where to go, they said, we see in you things that you don't see in yourself. So I want to be here for you, supporting you and creating a community where we can all grow from the inside out. The second part is growing the understanding, the knowledge that we have about writing a book, because this is a new world of opportunities. We know the social media, we know Instagram, and we know Facebook, and we know that we can do a lot of things to be there. And we all, and I talk about personally, we all are not going to be influencers or change the world about our social media. But hey, there's so many more channels. What about LinkedIn? What about Pinterest? What about YouTube? What about getting to those places where people are really looking for help? Sometimes if I need something, I go to Google and I say, hey, Google, what is an author? Hey, Google, what is this? And Google immediately helps me. So what if we use those channels, not only the social media channels that are very important to build your brand, to show your content, what if we work more in building those deep relationships like the ones that you have in LinkedIn or Pinterest and start building from the bottom down? So using the digital world, AI, which is very controversial, but I have to say AI is saving me and many people the research that we have to do. And if you know how to use things for the good, it might be a great tool to help you with your social media, and you can put it into your own benefit. The third part is the understanding of markets. And for me, sales were very hard. I always believe I'm not good at selling. I cannot sell everything. And actually, my whole life, I spent my life doing things for free. And if you don't pay, you don't pay attention. And that's something that I learned the hard way. And it is as important for you to understand that you're not selling something. You have a service that you're offering to people. And we need to find who are the people that can benefit from that service. So you can have a product, a digital product. You can have a brand where you can create programs and you can create videos and you can create things that they can help you. The most important thing is you can make your difference in your own niche. You don't need to get everybody in the world. If you get your own niche, then you can be one of our successful stories. And there you can find your community, create it, and grow with it. The last part that I would like to do with an author's web is to know how far we can go. Because success will be redefined by your ideas and for taking action to turn those ideas into a real business. Everything that you know is inside of you. Many people tell me, but I don't know what to write. I said, I see the work that you do with children. I see the work that you do with your clients as a realtor. I see the work that you do in theater. I see there's so many people that I know that are actors, actresses, teachers, lawyers, realtors. Everything that you have inside of you is worth sharing with the world. Not only for this generation, but it's for the next generations to come. There's going to be a gap between who we are parents today and our children. That generation in the middle needs the help of all the good people that they can to navigate the world that they're living in. So here is where all the questions that we can make to ourselves can be helpful. So are you wondering, where am I going? Which are my gifts? How can I make a difference in the world? In this digital area, will I ever be able to have my own business? If you already have a book, if you never thought of writing a book, if you have a book inside your head ready to pop up, if you already started to write it, but you're stuck, if you have no time or no idea of where to start, we are here for you. So tell us your dreams, and together we will make them a reality. If you take your phone right now and you go to this QR code, I invite you to do that. I'm going to do it myself. You will come to one of our sites. It's called AA Creative Productions. And if you go down, it says, check our author's web program. And it has a small questionnaire that if you are able to fill it in today and put it in, will open a whole world of possibilities. After you fill this questionnaire, we can book a 15-minute call, and then we'll find out in which way you and I and all this amazing group of authors can work together to really write, launch, and make your book a reality.